What type of emotions do you feel when you think about your pop's home?
Safety. I think I feel a sense of getting to know someone that I didn't have the opportunity to know.
Let me get the door. What's up, boy?
What's up?
Hey. All right.
Hello.
Hey.
Fun, music, just enjoyment. I mean, every time that I went over there, it felt like I could be myself, that I was learning a part of myself that I didn't understand at first. Didn't really get to see him until I was like 9, unfortunately. Not due to him not wanting to be there, but just due to like other circumstances and everything. I would say that's where I learned how to do music. That's where I learned how to record music. That's where I learned about music like Babyface, Luther Vandross, Sugar Hill Gang, multiple different artists. I mean, we would listen to country, everything like rock. He influenced me in a big way when it came to that. I got to learn him through music.
Could you describe to me how the music, how did that come to be when your dad introduced you to those artists?
Usually, most of the time, it would either be a CD that he would give me. He would burn CDs and just, because I couldn't see him a lot, so he'd just burn CDs, give them to me, he'd tell me to listen to them. He would ask me about the music itself. We'd play it in his Romero all the time, you know what I mean? Just, that's how we bonded. So I think more than not, it was, he didn't have a father growing up, and so he was trying to learn how to be a father, and the best way that he could do that was through music, which was cool. And that's what made me fall in love with it, because I realized that it was more than just songs. It was actually a way for people to communicate when you couldn't really speak on certain things.
How would you say this type of music, how does that influence you in creating music now?
I think it impacts me in a big way. It impacts me to make music that at least hopefully will last more than my lifetime. It gives me the opportunity to create something that I can pull back from, whether it be from country or from Babyface or from R&B or from hip hop. All these influences that I have, I can pull back and reel in, whether it be a chord progression or a melody or just a sound, like a compression sound or a processing sound that I really want to perceive. And it helps people relate a little bit more and gives that nostalgia feeling that most of us want when we listen to music.
I understand with making relatable music. I personally, I know what you're feeling. I know what you're meaning when making relatable music, because I used to be a music producer as well back in way long ago.
Okay.
And I just made it for fun, just for giggles. But then every time I listen back to it, I kind of realize making it relatable also brings back memories of what you had back in the past. And so, do you try to do that with your music? Kind of make your music bring back memories from what people used to be, or what they are now?
I don't know if I try. I think it's more so I just am honest where I'm at. You know what I mean? If I'm in a low spot, if I'm in a spot where I'm having issues with controlling personal things, or if I'm in a moment where I'm lit and I'm having a good time and I'm out with friends and family and everything, it's I'm just trying to be as honest as I can be. And usually that is where I see the most successful people being able to relate to it. It's when you are talking about wearing your Givenchy sweater and you don't have a Givenchy sweater, or when you're saying that you have all these women, or you have all this stuff, or you're using this stuff that you ain't really using. That's where you fall into a pit, because people are looking for reasons why they shouldn't trust you, because they've all been hurt by people that they have trusted in the past. And so that's a big responsibility as an artist, to make sure that you're being honest with them, because they're trusting you with their emotions. They're trusting you with a portion of their time that they can never get back. That's what I try to keep that in mind, that they're not gonna get this time back, that when they listen to something, they're listening to it because they care about it, because they have this emotion. And just to treat that in the same way that I'd want somebody to treat my emotions in my time.